All right, welcome in everybody. It's a nice little afternoon show since we have college basketball already in action and some games tipping off in the early afternoon. So you know that means we got to come at you a little bit earlier and we'll be dabbling in three sports and potentially a nice little surprise at the end. So you know we're going to kick it off with the NBA. We'll jump into college hoops. We'll have a guest join us for Thursday night football between the Patriots and the Falcons. And then lastly, the surprise sport. We'll keep it there. But as usual, the show is sponsored by Pick City and the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Always live on the Daily Bread Media YouTube page. So jump over there like Spliff, Nick, and G5 Juan. If you want to get into the comments here, drop what your plays are. Let us know if you have any questions fantasy wise. Maybe we can talk about that as well for Thursday night football. But Sosa, it's another great Wednesday. It's fucking beautiful out again. It's this fake weather's just fucking me up. But how are you doing today?
Oh man, I'm doing great. Another great evening last night. It's been bad beat city in the last for a couple of plays recently, but like I said, I'm happy. Basketball went crazy. Cade Cunningham swish, that was easy money. And then we had, what was the other one? It was Charlotte with the alternate line at -5.5. They were down in the first half. We cashed on the first half on the other show on NBA Betting Today. And we cashed in the first half, and then Charlotte -5.5. It was a minor sweat. End of the fourth quarter, they ran them out the gym. I can't complain. It was a good start to the week.
Yep. Started off 3-1 on Tuesday, 2-1 yesterday in my college hoops. So we got 5-2 in the week so far. Full loaded slate. I didn't think we were gonna say big game hunting today, but we'll see when we get into that. Let's get through the NBA plays first that we got locked and loaded for tonight. And we're going to a T Wolves game, I heard.
We're going to a T Wolves game. It's true. I cannot lie. We are gonna go to, but the thing is, on this one I can't find the fucking I can't find the line.
For what, the game?
I can't find the line on the play that I want in the game. All right, I found it. My bad. I found it. Don't worry.
Don't worry. He found it.
I found it. Don't worry. I found it. Yeah, we're going to the T-Wolves game, and it's another game back-to-back. They played last night. Anthony Edwards closed the game and won it at the end. And then Tristan Thompson had one of the best press conferences I've seen a player have in a very long time. He spoke on how some teams in the NBA aren't trying to win, aren't trying to really get after it. And, if you're serious about trying to win, certain things you're going to see done. And they haven't, the teams that they played over the 4-game stretch were not good. And in tonight's matchup, San Antonio rested. They look like they're a team that don't want to win. I am going to roll with Karl-Anthony Towns over 2.5 threes. It's a prop you rock with. Didn't touch it last night. Had Ant's points. That went crazy. I'm going back to Karl-Anthony Towns plus 106 over 2.5 threes. Volume is there. You just got to bet it. He's again. I said it before. Over 2.5. If you're going to give me that number, I'm going to take it every time for a guy shooting 8 to 10 a game. You have to take it. The volume is there. The ultra green light best player on the team. Karl-Anthony Towns over 2.5 threes tonight against San Antonio.
That's nice little lead play to get it started.
You already know. That's the first one. Hard to pick a side. Minnesota on a back-to-back. Can't trust a young team. You guys know. You know the spiel.
Yeah, only laying -2 at home's a little fishy. So I think the books are trying to basically tell you there that they think the Spurs will probably have a lead in this game, if not win it outright.
Yes, sir. That's the only play I'm rolling with. A lot of stuff is not available for the Spurs. They've had a revolving door with lineups. They've been pretty bad, keeping guys healthy in and out of the lineup. And yeah, that's just a issue that they've had and that they're going to have to work through. Again, like Tristan Thompson said, I never thought I'd ever be quoting Tristan Thompson, but some of these teams would be better off, would feel better, getting a top 10 pick. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing teams who are like that, who are cool with getting a top 10 pick, and they don't necessarily want to win. And it's something that's not called out because people say it's tanking. No, it's understanding that you can't win now. So why would you try to if you can get a generational player in 6 months? So like that is the crossroads that quite a few NBA franchises are at right now. So
yeah, he let you know which four they basically were if you needed to hear it as well. I mean, it's just speaking the truth where those teams aren't trying to middle around in the playoff or the playing game scenario. They rather build for the future. And I mean, the Rockets are fucking paying John Wall, what, $41 million not to play basketball this season?
96 between this and next year. An option he will not turn down. Nobody turns down $49 million except for Dave Chappelle. And even he kind of that comes with a couple of caveats. Like he was still super rich. But yeah, he's not turning it down. Yeah, 90.
That took a little turn I wasn't expecting, but what's the second play?
I said there's only one guy that's ever done that. 50 M's, that's the only guy I can think of. In the next play I got is in the Clipper game. I have Paul George over 5.5 assists. That's probably my number one play of in that game. I can't see too much value otherwise. It's at plus 110 right now, over 5.5 assists. It's a number that he's gotten 86% of the season. For it to be a plus money, I'm taking it every day. That's a given. It's really easy at that point to take that. Yep. That's the one play. You got anything in this one, or you don't have anything for the NBA? You're not.
You know where my brain is focused at. I got some NFL plays for you tonight, though, so don't you worry. I came prepared for the next two segments.
Ooh, okay. Fair enough. But yeah, that's all I have. That's all I have in that one, and I only have one other NBA play. It's plus money. It's a little bit risky. If you're scared, go to church. I got Mike Conley for the Utah Jazz going over 2.5 3-pointers made at plus 126. I want to take a ticket on his points at over 11.5. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump the number up to possibly 14 or 15 just to get the plus money, because at over 11.5, it's juiced at minus 128, and I don't really like that number for a player prop. So if I'm gonna take a ticket on his points, I believe he's going to hit 3 threes. I think he's going to get close to 15 points just with opportunity. I believe that's a distinct possibility. So yeah, that's all I got as far as NBA. Three props, no sides, no totals, staying away. All NBA games last night went under, though, by the way. So
every single one went under. Right. Not the biggest of slates out there, but still.
Yeah, so that's all I got, man, for the NBA. Let's get into college basketball so you can, get to your major wheelhouse for the evening.
College hoops, and then we'll have our guest tune in. Maybe we'll bring him in right at the end because I'm sure he might have one college play for us. So yes, first 2 days were all full unit plays. We got one half unit play today, and then all the rest of the full unit. So we'll start off with the half unit guy. Tips off in 15 minutes. So this is why I wanted to get live before 2. Get you guys all in here. And we got actions on the game with Bonnie's versus Boise State. Saturday's play that we tweeted out with Boise State did not come out against UC Irvine. Here, the line is opened all the way at 7.5. It is down to 3.5 on most books here. And, man, I did like Boise at 7.5. I do not like them whatsoever at 3.5. Bonnie's, the more veteran team, got an even transfer to bring it in even more here. Bonnie's ranked for a reason. Boise State isn't, and dropping a game to Irvine. Half unit, Bonnie's 3.5, minus 3.5, minus 110 here. This game probably will go under as well. But since this game is paced that way, Bonnie's offense and the amount of players they have, Marcus Schaefer is basically my biggest fear. And Duvernay on Boise State, Akot is just not doing what they need him to do there. So that's kind of where Bonnie's more well-rounded team, better coached. I think Bonnie's wins this one by 7. So that's where I thought the opening spread was spot on.
All right, bet. You already know I'm rolling with any college basketball plays that you give me. I'm 100% aligned with you on that personally. So I'm always rocking with the Bonnies. I love what they do offensively. So
You got a play for us, or should I get into the next one?
college basketball is all you today.
All right. Whew, putting the pressure on here today.
I might have one, but I got something special for the people at the end.
So you spent your time, Cat. I can't. I see how it lies. I see how it lies.
It's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can do about it, bro. It's, I always like to get into new markets. It's very important to get into new markets.
New markets. All right. If you want to call it that, second play of the day. We got these. So the Bonnies Boise State game. One last thing. It's in Charlotte or Charleston, not Charlotte. Sorry. So it's where Boise State might appear to be the home team. It is a neutral court game there. We're starting to get into some nice tourneys, but we're going to go back to the Gavitt games here. We're laying points again. Ohio State has not looked convincing going into Xavier. This is another lay the -2.5 here. OSU. It's a get right spot in state rivalry here. This is Xavier's side. I'm just not going to be sold on them. I hate their current coach. He pisses me off more than anything else. Travis Steele basically is living on some last legs here at this point. I mean, he has yet to make the tourney and this is his 4th season. If he doesn't make it this year, it could be out. Ohio State, if they really were going to be that top 10 team that everyone thought they were going to be, you lay it here like Michigan State laid it last night on Butler.
Let's get it. You already know. I'm a big fan of this play. It's the exact same play like you said with Michigan State last night. Exact same play. It's the exact same scenario.
We're 3-0 in the Gavitt games this week. So we're going for 4-0 in the Gavitt games. Do we push it? No, we're not. I was so sad to stay off. This is the first DePaul game. Don't like DePaul. First one I'm staying off this season because we've been back in their totals. Rutgers coming in here. That's going to be a gross, 60 to 60 game. I'm more tended to lean towards the under here, but that's where I don't want to touch that spot. But that's my lean for the second Gavitt game. We're only going to have the action in the one.
I got to play, actually. I'm looking at the numbers right now. But go ahead. Go ahead with your next one.
No, you're looking at the numbers right now. I was going to bring in our guest real quick if he's ready to hop on in, because I got a serious question for him. So let's bring him in. He's joining us mainly because you can see the hat he's rocking with. But Michael Means, he caps college hoops as well. So we kept him on the bench for long enough here. How you doing, my man?
What's up, Rex? What's up, Sosa?
What up, my
How
guy?
is Cal only laying -3 against Southern Utah? That's why I had to bring you in.
We're not a good team right now at all. Rex, you know how some things are just simple? Like, it's simple. We suck right now. We really do. I'm not betting Cal this year. I'm not betting this. Nah, I'm not doing that. Come on, no. And then we had 2 major transfers go out the other way. So it's like, Cal's not a bet on team right now. And, that's me speaking with my, 1.5 year alum status there. So, nah.
No, that's why I wanted to bring you in early today, because that -3, it's the first time this whole season that my projections is actually showing a small edge on them just because it's Southern Utah. And at the same time, the Pac-12 really isn't having that great of a time because Washington's only laying 1.5 at home at Wyoming today. So there's 2 Pac-12 teams in action tonight where they're laying that small number. And just like what Michael said, probably shouldn't be touching it.
Rex, I'm not touching no Pac-12 conference, non-conference games at all this year. Like, no.
Not one?
No. Unless I see like a total or something like that, but nah.
I'll probably bet USC a couple times. I'd probably be the only team I bet a few times this season.
Look, UCLA. They're safe. You don't think so?
Like you said, it's going to be. They might beat a couple of these cream puffs here at the beginning of the year, but once
that's what I'm saying.
Once they get into conference play, I'm not trusting not near one of them. Not one. Of
no,
them.
You can't. Sosa, no. Yeah, Pac-12 is like It's like a whole.
It's just like football.
It's total chaos. Total chaos.
I do have this one play that I'm on, and I'm gonna run it back with this Virginia Tech team. This Virginia Tech team is a team that is talented. They're a dark horse to perform very well in the ACC. I'm going to lay the 20.5 again. That's what I'm doing. I'm laying the 20. I expect another run out, 20.5 minus 104. Run up. That's what it is. They're going to just run it up tonight. They're a team that they're going to try and embarrass every team they play until they start playing in conference, because conference play is going to be hell of a road, hell of a season for them in conference. But I do like this Virginia Tech team a lot. I think they showed the other night that, inferior opponents, they're going to take care of business, especially in-state ones. I have no worries about them. They're getting St. Francis of Pennsylvania coming in. Come on, bro. Stop it.
You get your boy Storm Murphy there, too. You get to cheer for him tonight, one of the top names. The last play I got for today is a total. We're taking the over, and Weber State, whatever the hell you want to call it, shout out Lillard, even though he's not trying anymore. UMass over 145.5. My projections have this hitting around 150. UMass's defense has been pretty solid this season, but this is where I think Weber State, they're not at the next level of the teams that they played, but UMass, they just weren't able to score whatsoever in their past game. So this is where I think we get the total, the sail over 145.5.
Okay. Mike, you got anything? You got any college basketball play you like that you want to drop on Daily Bread?
I do.
All right.
Hey man, I'm on a Daily Bread, which is like, all right, I'm checking stuff off the list. Like, all right, I did a Daily Bread. I'm waiting. I'm like, dang man, I want Sosa to drop a super money line pick or a super spread, man. I'm waiting for it. But anyway,
I might have something tonight.
Okay. Later. All right, bet. I do have a play. It's a off the board game. Wisconsin Milwaukee is playing Florida, and I'm going to take the under. The reason is because the under stands at 141. Florida has reached 70 in their last two games, but their opponents haven't come close. So the scoring is always going to be done on the Florida side. Wisconsin Milwaukee is not a team that's going to put up too many points. And then also there's another thing that rides with it. We were just talking about like non-conference games. Like Florida is going to be up for that first game of the season. They were up against Florida State, which is a rival. Mm-hmm. What makes them want to beat Wisconsin and Milwaukee so bad? I'll wait, So I like that under. And then the third thing that rides with it is Rex alluded to it earlier. We're getting a lot of unders, not just with NBA. We're getting a lot of unders with college basketball as well that I've been benefiting from. So I'm going to ride the wave. Florida, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, that goes under.
There's only one player that can score for Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Patrick Baldwin Jr. That's about it.
That's it. So I really like that under. I think even in a blowout, Florida won't go above 70 just because it's no motivation for that game right now. It's a Thursday, middle of the day. Like, come on, man. They ready to go win the game and then go back to the room.
Yes, sir.
Love it. So we got that's 5 college hoop plays, 3 NBA plays, and now what we brought Michael on for, because if you missed Sunday's episode of Sunday Morning Quarterback, he came for that brown smoke and said, and said, "Don't worry about it. The Pats are going to win." Said it very nonchalantly. So he's riding high off just a drubbing, going into ATL, laying the points. What do we like here?
I guess I'm starting.
Break down the games.
Look,
You don't have to jump to your place. Break down the games. You can ride high, dance on the Browns, whatever the hell you want to do. This is your time.
All right, look. First off, y'all know BP is in the chat talking about Falcons money line. Like, I
wonder why.
Okay, so look. First off, I don't see Falcons winning this game at all. We're talking about a team. Go league leaders. You know what defense gives up? You know how many points Falcons give up this year? 29.5. That's 4 touchdowns. All right. So before they step on the field, they already done lost. You know what I mean? They got to overcome that. So they're giving up 29.5 on the season. They can't run the ball. When's the last team that can't run the ball ever beat us? Like, it's not. Come on, man. Like this, I don't see this happening, and I believe we go ahead and lay the smackdown because the talk is Mac Jones, but really our offense is so genius that we don't depend on Mac Jones to carry us through wins. Sosa knows, and he loves Mac Jones. So it's like we don't need Mac Jones to have a big game to win. We blew out. We had a blowout of the Browns. He didn't even throw for 200 yards. You know what I mean? So a team like the Falcons right now, who are we talking about here? Kyle Pitts, Cordero Patterson.
Cordero's out.
All right, boom. So no, this is a smackdown. I was coming in and I'm really hoping, and I'm like, I hope Sosa give out that super cover.
Hey man,
this is a smackdown, man.
Stay focused.
Bro, this is a smackdown. So this is a smackdown.
Stay focused.
Yeah, we dancing on some graves right now. So yeah.
Hey man, listen, I'm with you 100%. To be totally honest with you, I don't. Matt Ryan's not a mobile quarterback. He's got Cordero Patterson gone. Like, you take the player that's been most effective in the offense, and he's not even going to play. I mean, that makes Belichick's job so much easier when he's already planning to take away your best option. If you don't have the game plan for Cordero Patterson, what the fuck are you going to do? Like,
my biggest thing is the 2 guys that are coming in. Like Gallman, you don't respect his rushing ability that much as a starters, but like him catching out of the backfield is great. Mike Davis. He's just going to pound you up the middle. So that's even where when Belichick and that defense can now, I mean, they're going to have to switch it up, and they're going to have to get Davis evolving in the passing game, and they're going to have to rush it with Gallman to try to throw it off. But that's just kind of where you're making the Patriots game script to win easier when you're just taking out the rushing game.
And then, fellas, Falcons haven't covered a spread at home this whole year.
You're right.
You're asking them to cover their first spread on a Thursday night game with all eyes on them against a Bill Belichick defense.
With their best weapon hurt. With their best weapon hurt. So, yeah, I'm going to tell you my number one play for tonight, so I don't want the number to change on people continuously. My number one play is Atlanta's team total under 20 points. Minus 115, I believe, is the number. But, I mean, like, I can't see people generating points on this defense. The defense has been elite. They've been the best defensive unit in football. And the offense is starting to click a little bit. I'm not going to say that like Mac Jones has been like otherworldly, but when you what do the Patriots ask their quarterbacks to do? Don't turn the ball over and make those ancillary throws down the field. He's not asking them to go take 5-6 deep. Not even asking them to take 5 or 6 deep shots a game. They're just asking them to manage the offense and move it downfield. The defense is interchangeable. The front seven's crazy. The defensive line can rush the passer. They can rush with 4 guys. They can get to the quarterback with 3 linemen and a linebacker. The defense is like that. And they're not asking their quarterback to do that much. My number one thing is, like I said, Atlanta team total under 20. And I like the Patriots to win the game by at least 2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
I can't. But I will say this though. I do have my I do have a helicopter play because I know I seen bullpen in here. So I gotta find the odds. I gotta find the odds. Hold on. And the play is the New England defense or special teams to score a touchdown
Again.
at plus 470.
Why not?
At plus 470. And also,
what do you think about Hunter Henry?
I was at the 28-3 game, so I've seen it firsthand. You know what I mean? So, like, Hunter Henry to score a touchdown. I actually, dude came into the spaces earlier, and he said Jonnu Smith.
No, Henry, not Jonnu.
No, I know. I know you said Hunter Henry, but he said, listen, Jonnu Smith has 17 career touchdowns. Today's the 18th, and he has the opportunity to score his 18th touchdown on the 18th day of the month. So take that.
Get that numerology shit out of here.
He got me. I sprinkled a couple dollars on it. I couldn't say no. At plus 350, I kind of had to. And I'm sprinkling something on New England's defense and special teams at plus 470 to get in the end zone to get a pick six, a fumble, something. Strip sack.
I don't see. I like the under 20. Where do the point? Falcons average 19. You know what I mean? Their average is 19. So it's like I don't know where they generate points from to do this, but this looks like WWE SmackDown right now. So
he said SmackDown Hotel though. Wow,
that's an interesting Mac Jones to throw pick. We haven't seen many this season, so seems like a nice little contrarian angle. But plus 110.
Is he playing the Saints? Is he playing the Saints?
No.
Then no. Have you seen the fucking secondary for Atlanta? Have you seen this team's defense? I bet on this team to lose. I bet on this team to lose to the fucking Jets. I'm good.
Matt Ryan completions. Man, people are loving the weird angles here and being super contrarian. I mean, I guess it came through last Thursday with the Dolphins just rolling the Ravens, but over 21.5 completions, that's going to be a sweaty one, I think. What do you guys think?
That's definitely a sweaty one.
The thing is, it might actually not end up being sweaty. Here's why. Because you ain't running the ball. Like they're not running the ball. I can see Matt Ryan throw like 8 screens behind the line of scrimmage.
You totally right.
I can see him doing shit like that. It's not a bad play. Would you rather bet on Harris or Stevenson? Both of them. I bet on both of them. Like I'd put it like both of them, bro. Like it's the Patriots might, and that's why I'm scared to take Mac because the game could, like. Listen, Bill Belichick could say, "Hey, Mac, go rip this defense up through the air," because he could with that team because their defense is so butt. Mac Jones could shred this defense, right? So I can see Bill like, you know what? Let the youngin go crazy. I can see that. But then I can see this. They can't stop the run, so I can see him giving it to the running backs 50 times.
And then this seems like a game where Bolden gets no touches. And then is Bolden just the guy that gets end up used the most because no one's expecting it? That's what Bill has done with these running backs is every time you think you got a handle on who it's going to be, he switched it up. And he's worked Stevenson very well into this offense to give him the confidence that he needs.
Shout out to Ramondre, though.
I remember Sunday morning QB. I think it was week 1 or week 2. And we were talking about the Patriot offense. And I was like, well, they switch it up like every week. So it's like, all right, Ramondre went off. That don't mean nothing next week. Like it means nothing.
At all. So,
even playing him after he fumbles and misses blitzes, like it really doesn't matter now in this offense. Ever since James White has went down for the season, he goes, I'm just going to be unpredictable as shit.
I mean,
I think it was a blessing in disguise.
I mean, Ramondre is without question the most talented of all the backs. That's not a question of talent. But just like you said, it's the nuances at the running back position in the NFL that you got to get used to. Like James White they didn't just love him because he caught a bunch of passes. He picked up every blitz. He was extremely intelligent football player. Bolden is showing that. Bolden's an extremely intelligent football player. Ramondre's learning, and then you're seeing it. And then Harris is good. Obviously, Harris has been very good for the franchise since he's entered the league. But just generally speaking, like I said, across the board, like you said, they switch it up. But like I said, the one guy's more talented than the other two. That's clear. But he's not getting the playing time if you turn the rock over. You can't turn the ball over when Billy's your coach. Without do that.
That's why Sony Michel is out of here.
Man, that man put Corey Dillon on the bench when he fumbled a couple times in the game.
Bro,
that's all I'm gonna say. Like, if you know football, he ain't never paid no running backs. He paid Corey Dillon a nice little ticket, and Corey fumbled a couple times and sit your ass on the bench the whole game.
Kevin Falk, where you at?
He don't do that with nobody. A rookie, Monte almost got cut after week 1.
Bro, that's it. And I think that's the thing with the Patriots. The only thing is they just ask you not to turn the ball over. So, Mac, you come in and do whatever. Just don't throw a pick. Running backs don't fumble the ball. Like that. Like I said, that's what got Sony Michel shipped out.
That he's got knees made of toothpaste.
And that also. But it's like, there's always a issue with us having fumbling running backs. And it's always a solution to it the next year when we let them go. So
Mike, what were your official plays, or did you drop them already or not yet?
No, let's do it. Patriots will cover the spread. I saw it at a 7 last I looked, so it might be up at a 7.5. I'm not sure, but we cover that
6.5 right here on DraftKings sitting in front.
Oh, there you go. We're definitely one possession better than the Falcons, even if they're at home. So I'll take them to cover, and then the Florida and Wisconsin Milwaukee game, I like that to go under. And then I'm still hitting the crunching numbers now, so I'll put some plays out on Twitter later.
Yes, sir. Definitely give him a follow under his head. You got to stick around for this last part. So you already gave out all of your official plays for the night, correct?
No, I got 2 more.
Ooh. All right, let's hear them.
Not for the football game.
Oh, no. All right, that's what I was just making sure here. So this is kind of where what I was talking in spaces. I was thinking about doubling up, but it just with Sosa being on that team total under, because Gallman's sitting at plus 300 for anytime touchdown score, and Davis is sitting at plus 180 because they still have Patterson slated and given odds. So once he's out, those numbers can drop. So if you want to take a half unit split on both of those, I think those will definitely get closing line value. If that just means something to you and potentially having a better number in the long run, but we are not making them official. We'll be riding the boys, and the Pats will cover here. So I'll play the 6.5 at minus 110.
Hold on 1 second. I got one more play for that. New England Patriots minus 13.5 plus 180.
Yeah, let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
If you're scared, go to church. This should not be close.
Yes.
If Bill, the only way Bill doesn't beat the living dog shit out of Atlanta is if something happens to his quarterback. Only way around it. They should beat the brakes off these niggas. I swear to God, they should beat the shit out of them.
You can take the second half minus 3 already if you want to, because if you think the Patriots are just going to come out well and they're just going to roll in the second half again, that minus 3 or minus 180 money line sitting right there for you.
Y'all thought I would tell people to bet on Matt fucking Ryan? Crazy. Anybody who does that shit.
We got vintage Sosa today. Vintage Sosa
betting on Matt Ryan week to week. Man, I hope you go see a cardiologist.
Yeah, I couldn't put
that. Ain't it? That ain't it, brother.
I like it. Right, I like it.
What is the surprise that you want to give everybody today?
I got some hockey picks for the people today. I got some hockey picks. I know people don't listen. I'm good at all the sports, right? But like hockey is. I was into hockey last year, but I started getting fucked in hockey because there wasn't no fans in the arena, and then you had like Canadian teams playing only Canadian. That shit was a shit show. I stopped betting hockey about a month in. I'm like, nope, not this season. Fuck out of here. No, not a chance. But I I feel like I've given it enough time for like stats and a bit of sample, home away, just some data that's beneficiary to handicapping any sport, especially one like hockey, which we've made clear it's a money line sport. It's dogs, betting dogs get you paid, or betting the favorite to win by more are the two ways you can go. So I got 2 plays for the people tonight. The Toronto Maple Leafs 3-way money line is at -115. You might also see this as the Toronto Maple Leafs to win in regulation. That's at -115 on FanDuel. And my second play tonight is the Oilers on the puck line at +165.
You like Connor McDavid.
I'm right. You took the words right. I don't know if you peep, but this orange, matches, what they be rocking. A lot of people don't know this. I got family in Edmonton. Though. My uncle Gary is like a huge fucking Oilers fan. And I didn't know shit about hockey. He was the guy that actually knew about hockey, because I guess if you live in Canada, you have to know about hockey, no matter what race you are or religion you are. It's hockey is hockey. It's that big in Canada.
Thought the orange was for the Flyers.
That was a terrible joke. I would never, ever fuck with the Flyers. They got one of the coolest mascots though in sports. Gritty is one of them dudes. Like, I can't front. Like, he looks like the Hamburglar a little bit, but I fuck with him. He does. That's what. Because listen, first time I seen Gritty, I'm like, is that the Hamburglar? Say I'm lying. Say you didn't think it was the Hamburglar.
All I thought it was is like, they're like, how can we make the Philly Fanatic that much more fucked up and wild looking than what it is? It just looks like those two came from the same place. One is just
what they're both imaginary characters. So, like I said, those are my 2 hockey plays. When they hit, make sure you guys,
Sosa's got plays in 4 sports tonight. We had our man Mike Check. Make sure you follow Michael Means. He's got his own YouTube show as well, so I'll let him say what time he goes live, but make sure you give them a sub. What days can they catch you live?
Definitely. We're doing Tuesdays, but we're going to go to maybe a pre-recorded format. So I will be dropping the shows on Tuesdays. So we've been on hiatus for about 2 weeks. Our ratings have been down. So yeah.
Ratings will be down, but once that next episode drops, everyone's going to be listening to it. So we got to thank out our man from Sunday Morning Quarterback, Michael Means Jr., for joining us today.
Ben Miguel, appreciate
Give us a like, give us a subscribe.
We're not leaving yet. Don't
on
leave
Daily
yet.
Bread Media.
You know the deal. Took a magic pill today, feeling blessed. I'm drug-free, baby. Weed ain't a drug. No drugs here. This is a drug-free zone. We don't do no drugs. None of them.
Yes, check out Mike Check on the Players Ball podcast as well.
Yeah,
their man
I
Roddy.
did a player ball with Roddy. Yeah, real cool.
Yeah,
real cool.
The kid from Atlanta. How about
we chopped it up. He's gonna be at the game tonight.
He gonna see the bum ass Hawks. Oh, he's gonna see the bum ass Falcons.
Yeah, he's going to the Falcons game tonight.
Oh,
he'll see the beat down up close.
One of them bum ass programs in Atlanta. One of them bum ass teams in Atlanta.
That's the Brad. I know the beef. I know where the beef comes from.
I didn't even watch. You know why? Because y'all should have won last night. Niggas doing their job. You want to congratulate a nigga for doing his job? That's what we doing now. That's what we doing. And just good job doing your job, bro. Like, let's come on, stop it.
Well, we did our jobs today. We showed up.